A major new Coronation Street storyline centered on Betsy Swain begins next week with a powerful hour-long episode, and viewers can expect an emotional sequence as the drama unfolds. Betsy is rushed to hospital after Ryan Connor discovers her unconscious at home, leaving Lisa and Carla desperately fearing the worst. In a newly released preview, Carla arrives at the hospital in a panic after receiving the alarming phone call. Ryan meets her outside, visibly shaken, but admits he still has no clear idea about what caused Betsy's collapse. Ryan explains that he found Betsy lying unconscious on the kitchen floor. The tap had been left running, making him believe she may have suddenly collapsed, although he cannot say for certain what happened. Struggling to process the situation, Carla recalls that Betsy had seemed completely normal only hours earlier. She remembers them joking together that morning and even laughing over a minor disagreement before Betsy left to buy more butter, making the sudden medical emergency even harder to understand. Ryan then takes Carla into the hospital room where Betsy is receiving treatment, hoping doctors will soon uncover the reason behind her condition. The ITV soap is continuing to keep the exact cause of Betsy's health crisis under wraps, with producers refusing to reveal what triggered the frightening incident. As the storyline continues, Lisa becomes convinced that Dylan Wilson is somehow responsible for what has happened. Betsy's close friend Lauren Bolton also begins to suspect Dylan, leading to growing tension and serious accusations. According to official spoilers, questions continue to surround Betsy's collapse as her condition becomes more serious. Lisa demands answers, while blame is directed at Dylan, and Betsy is forced to face the reality of a life-changing diagnosis. The actor who plays Dylan has also hinted that the storyline will become one of the show's biggest stories of 2026. He revealed that many scenes will focus on Dylan and Betsy together as they navigate an emotional coming-of-age journey, adding that the storyline tackles an important issue and is something the soap is known for handling with care. Coronation Street is set for another explosive confrontation next week as newcomer Ross Wilkes takes a far more intimidating approach, delivering a chilling warning to Cassie Plummer. Ross makes it clear that he won't tolerate anyone interfering in his life when he confronts Cassie over her attempts to sabotage his growing romance with Tracy Barlow. As the story unfolds, Ross and Tracy begin spending more time together, leaving Cassie deeply concerned. Believing Tracy is making a serious mistake, she steps in to warn her that Ross cannot be trusted. The tension reaches breaking point at the Dobbs house when Ross challenges Cassie over her involvement. Before the argument can escalate further, Tyrone Dobbs steps in and sides with his father, asking Cassie to leave. Although Cassie reluctantly walks away, Ross quickly shifts tactics by offering to help Tyrone uncover more about his family history. Tyrone is impressed by Ross's apparent kindness and begins to warm to him, unaware that trusting his father could have serious consequences. A newly released preview clip offers a first look at the dramatic confrontation, teasing even more conflict in the episodes ahead. Speaking about the storyline, Claire Sweeney explained that Cassie had finally found the stability and family life she had always wanted before Ross arrived and completely changed everything. She believes Ross has manipulated Tyrone and fears the damage he could cause to both the family and everyone around them. Claire also revealed that Cassie recognizes Ross for who he truly is. In her eyes, he is a dangerous man who hides his real nature behind a convincing facade, making it difficult for others to see the threat he poses. She added that Cassie is happily in love with Steve McDonald, but Ross's arrival threatens to expose long-buried secrets that she desperately wants to keep hidden from Steve, Tyrone, and the rest of the residents. The actress admitted it is heartbreaking to see Cassie lose the acceptance she worked so hard to earn, but described the storyline as a perfect and memorable way to leave the soap. Claire has already completed filming her final scenes after deciding to leave Coronation Street to take on the role of Miss Hannigan in the touring stage production of Annie. Coronation Street is set for another emotional twist, as Sarah Platt finally admits she was responsible for Theo Silverton's death, bringing Kit Green's heartfelt marriage proposal to a devastating end. Viewers have known for several weeks that Sarah was behind Theo's death, which occurred in April before Betsy Swain discovered his body on the night of Lisa Swain and Carla Connor's wedding. Earlier this year, Theo was revealed as one of 5 characters whose lives were in danger after the soap's dramatic flash-forward episode. The list of potential victims also included Carl Webster, Jodie Ramsey, Megan Walsh, and Maggie Driscoll, keeping fans guessing for months. A week after the wedding episodes aired, the mystery was finally solved when it was confirmed that Theo had been killed, launching one of the biggest murder investigations on the cobbles. As detectives searched for the truth, several residents came under suspicion, including Todd Grimshaw, George Shuttleworth, Summer Spellman, Christina Boyd, Gary Windus, and Danielle Silverton. Although viewers later saw flashback scenes revealing exactly how Theo died, Sarah chose to keep the truth hidden from everyone except Todd, while Kit remained convinced that another suspect was responsible for the crime. In next week's episodes, Kit becomes increasingly suspicious after noticing Gary and Maria arguing in the street. He shares his concerns with Lisa Connor Swain, but she reminds him that he is no longer involved in the murder investigation. Elsewhere, Maria opens up to Sarah about the growing problems in her marriage. Overwhelmed by guilt, Sarah later tells Gary she can no longer live with the secret, but Gary desperately urges her to stay silent, warning that they could both lose everything if the truth comes out. Later, Sarah returns home to discover that Kit has prepared a romantic meal. Hoping to strengthen their relationship, he surprises her by getting down on one knee and asking her to marry him. A newly released spoiler clip shows Kit telling Sarah that honesty is the most important thing between them because he feels as though everyone else knows more about her life than he does. Sarah reassures Kit that she loves him, but just moments after he presents an engagement ring and asks her to spend the rest of her life with him, she breaks down and admits that she killed Theo. The shocking confession leaves Kit speechless as he struggles to process what he has just heard. As the drama continues later in the week, Kit warns Sarah that Gary now holds the key to her future. He urges her to get access to Gary's phone so they can erase anything that could connect her to Theo's death. Sarah appears to follow Kit's instructions, but Kit secretly contacts the technician responsible for deleting the phone's contents and asks for any recovered information to be sent directly to his personal email. Meanwhile, the investigation gathers pace as D.C. McLaughlin informs Lisa Connor Swain that officers are ready to arrest the person responsible for Theo's murder. Discussing Sarah's future, actress Tina O'Brien admitted she fears prison would be an extremely difficult experience for the character. She believes Sarah could easily become vulnerable behind bars, particularly if other inmates discovered that her partner was a police officer. Coronation Street continues on ITV1 and is also available to stream on ITVX.